procured human tissue for research. In other words, I had gone from being the scientist to being the hunchback. You needed human tissue, you come to me. I knew where to get it, and I could get you anything. Brain, eyeballs, liver, kidney, pancreas. My specialty was pancreas. I was good at pancreas. We had on site several large, ultra-cold freezers. And it got kind of lonely and kind of bizarre when it was my turn to go up there and to hang out with these things, because there was nothing but the hum and the company of my friend Murray. If it had not been for Murray, I could not have really liked the job at all. He kept me company, he kept me from going insane. Murray didn't say much because Murray was only from here up. Murray lived in one of these freezers. His name wasn't Murray, I just called him Murray because he looked like a Murray. Murray the Head, that's what I called him. He was some old gentleman who, upon his demise, had willed that his entire cranium would be given for scientific research, and we had not yet found a home for him. So he simply was living, so to speak, in the ultra-cold freezer. Now Murray, when he met his reward, he died with the most absolutely peaceful, beatific smile on his face. I don't know what happened to Murray, but that's how I want to go. I can only imagine, and why it would have killed him. But these freezers had an alarm system on them, and we had hired an alarm company to monitor them. And it was driving me up the goddamn wall because this alarm company, every time there was a little power flicker, they would be calling me. Oh, there's a power problem. We have a power spike. And I would drive in there and the power flicker was over and everything would be fine. It's a 40-minute drive for me clear into Philadelphia from my home out in the western suburbs. And it was really getting irksome. So I tried very, very hard to convince the security company that if you have any kind of power situation, I want you to wait 15 minutes and check it again. If the power is still out, then call me. If the power's back on, don't call me. Does this sound like rocket science?
Yes.
I didn't think so. This is an easy thing, but they couldn't get it. They kept continuously calling me. There'd be a 2-second power outage and I'd have to drive in there. I finally got smart. I'd waited home for 15 minutes, call them and say, could you give me the status? And they'd say, looks fine to me. I'd say, then why did you call me, asshole? Thank you. I'm going back to bed now at 2 a.m. They finally got the message on the Friday of Memorial Day weekend, when at 4:55 a power failure indication came in on one of our freezers, and apparently at 5 o'clock the person went off shift and another person came on and didn't know about this, didn't see the little post-it note. And 5 o'clock went through into the evening of Saturday. Saturday became Sunday. Sunday became Monday. And Monday, the holiday, became Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning, I went to my desk and I had a phone call from the laboratory technician who worked in the mornings. Sam, you better come up here. And the first thing that went through my mind was, oh God, no, not Murray. Tell me it wasn't Murray. She said, no, Murray. Murray is fine. It's the one in the corner. I thought, oh, that's going to be messy. The one in the corner had some of the more interesting parts of the human body in it. For example, it had the parts that we generally don't talk about. I don't know who had been in the job before me, but whoever it was had decided, had gotten bored sometime, and maybe Murray wasn't talkative, because whoever this guy was decided it would be fun to arrange them by size on the shelf. And every time you open it up, it looked like this human xylophone. You know, I could have picked up a femur and played, you know, dee 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 ding 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 ding. The guy in there was Jewish, that was the problem. But sorry. It was that one. And I went to it, and I was going to touch the door, and I noticed there was some liquid leaking out the bottom. I said, you know what? I'm not going to get skeeved. I am going to transfer the disgust to anger. And the anger will get me through the day. I picked up the phone and I called the alarm company. And I said, hi, it's Conway. Guess what? I need to speak to a supervisor, an on-site supervisor. As a matter of fact, I want that supervisor here now. I don't mean now, 10 minutes from now. I mean now. I want to close my eyes, open them. That supervisor's going to be standing here, because if he's not, I swear to God, bitch, I will crawl through this telephone line and eat your tonsils. It still took him 15 minutes to get there. And he came in and said, what's the problem? What's the problem? Come here. You're going to stand right here. Stand right here, okay? No, a little bit to the left. A little bit to the left, right? Okay. Just stand right there, and you tell me what the problem is. No. Take a good close look. Do you see my problem? This is our problem. This is a big problem. Because somebody has to replace that. As soon as I saw the yellow stain spread on his pants, I knew it was time to explain why I was displeased. And I told him, you know, I really can't replace that stuff. And I suspect that you don't have what it takes, shall we say. How are we going to fix this? And he said, well, we'll credit you for the month. I said, no, you'll credit me for jack shit. Get out of here, you're fired. What did I care? I left the job a month later anyway. Kind of had to, because when you work